What is up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of the Upper Cervical Corner. My name is Dr. Kramer, and I am the practitioner at Hope Upper Cervical Spine Center. Today, I would like to dive into a subject that is very near and dear to my heart, which is the idea of helping sick people get well. And I have two takeaways for you that I really want you to focus on, especially if you are someone who is struggling with a neurological problem. Now, for many of you, when I say nervous system, you may think of your brain, your spinal cord, really the nerves that control your ability to move your fingers, to move your feet, if I am lucky, right? But for the 99% of you, the nervous system is something you memorized for a test, probably around 4th grade, 5th grade, and you have rapidly forgotten what it does. And so I want to cover this because it is very, very important for helping you take complete ownership of your health. And it's not really a part of your awareness or your focus until it's almost too late. Your nervous system is responsible for being the symphony conductor of the human body, the train conductor of all the trains, right? The guy who controls the airspace at DFW Airport. Your job as the neurological system is to ensure that every single part of your body is functioning harmoniously. The way it does that is by sending messages up and down your spinal cord, out your nerves, back and forth perpetually from conception to death. That is the role of your neurological system. So my two takeaways today are very, very simple. Number one, you need to make sure that that system is functioning free of a bony obstruction in the top of your neck, C1, C2. This is the basis for understanding upper cervical chiropractic. It is also the basis for understanding the foundation that you build health upon. When you have a functioning neurological system, that means that the transmissions of messages throughout your entire body can happen lightning fast without a response, the ability of your body to control, adapt, and accommodate your system to allow optimal performance and optimal expression of health. The second piece of this, we have to ensure that the nerves are properly nourished. So, if you are interested in finding out how to support your nervous system health, you have to visit your nutrition and you have to investigate the idea of what Dr. Kim Berry calls the optimal human diet. You see, our nerves are nothing more than a copper conduit, right? And if many of you have ever grabbed an extension cord, I don't have one with me here, let's just use our cell phone cords, right? There is a metal running through this cord that conducts electricity. Surrounding that is an insulator. Usually it's some type of fiber, right? Like a cotton or something else that insulates that wire so we don't have a spark and allows it to transmit the message from A to B. And the human body, your copper wire is a nerve and it is surrounded by fat. And that fat insulates the nerve to allow it to send these messages so fast and allow you to have that adaptation take place. The problem that we are running into is that we have demonized fat in our everyday Western diet. And so another resource I want to turn you to is Dr. Anthony Shafee and his most recent podcast that discusses the importance of cholesterol in the formation of the insulation of the central nervous system and the ability of nerves to communicate. It's called myelination. And so what we have found and what you've seen is that there are many studies that have been conducted where you take somebody and you attempt to eliminate cholesterol from their diet because cholesterol is the enemy of our heart. As a result, many of them start to express Alzheimer's-like symptoms, dementia-like symptoms. And so what they do is they take them off their drugs for 6 weeks. They put them on the proper human diet, the optimal human diet, which is full of saturated fat and protein, and limited on the two great destroyers of our health, carbohydrates and sugar. And within a 6-week window, they have completely reversed these symptoms. So today I am going to plead with you to listen, to take a moment to step back from the story that you have entrenched yourself in for the last 20 years, 30 years, and recognize that the proper human diet combined with proper neurological coordination free of bony obstruction via upper cervical care is the way, is the biohack, is whatever you want to call it, for optimal expression and optimal clinical outcomes for the obtaining of health that you are seeking. So many people have so many testimonials surrounding the elimination of carbohydrates and sugar from their diet and focusing on a meat-forward, full saturated fat diet. Yes, your cholesterol is going to go up, but all your inflammatory markers are going to go down. Your calcium scores go down. Your C-reactive protein goes down. Your ApoB goes down. Your insulin resistance goes down. Your glucose goes down. All of these numbers that are inflammatory trackers will slowly start to dissipate. Your joint pain will go away. Your tremors will start to stop. You'll start to see proper myelination of your nerves, which will respond and restore optimal neurological performance. Now, there's a caveat here. Many of you are willing to go explore what Kim Berry has to offer, what Anthony Shafee offers, what Sean Baker offers, this idea of a proper human diet, but you still have some residual issues around 1 year, 2 year, 3 years in. Now, if you are being honest with us and you are telling us that you are not breaking from the stringent nature of this nutritional profile, then the only other reason you are still struggling with a neurological issue is because of an upper cervical subluxation that is wreaking havoc on the ability of your nerves to communicate between your brain and your body. So, the two takeaways today are, number one, you need to have a nervous system that is free of a vertebral subluxation in the upper cervical spine, giving you the ability of the highway to operate at full speed. If we got a wreck, we're going to have a problem. Part number two, proper human diet allows for optimal myelination of the nerve, which allows for the central nervous system to better orchestrate the way your body communicates, thus allowing the removal of inflammation, the removal of all this toxic sludge that we put into it, and an optimal restoration of human expression of health. Those are the 2 points you need to walk away with today. Fat is not bad. Carbohydrates and sugar are the enemy. Remove those two from your diet. Fat forward, protein forward diet, and hack it with upper cervical care, and you will begin to see a level of health that you have never seen before. These are the 2 components that I recommend to every single patient in my practice. Your nutrition has to be on point. If you choose to continue to eat carbohydrates and sugar, the level of the quality of results you will get will be severely limited. Make the commitment, make the change, and you will forever be grateful that you listened and you actually implemented the small things that lead to optimal expression of health.